Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you yet another potential cause for confusion. This happens quite a bit in GIMP where you're working on different things at different times, and because it remembers your settings that you put on certain tools and options when you're working with them, if you finish up a project and then you open up one later and maybe on a different day, and then begin trying to work, you might find yourself confused. It happens to me quite a bit, and so this is one thing that could happen to you. Let's say you open up an image and you want to paint on the image, and you load your brush here with color red, and then you try to paint something on there and nothing happens. This could also happen with the eraser tool. So I'm going to switch to the eraser tool, and I'm just going to try to erase part of this and nothing's happening. Well, the same problem is happening on both of these tools, and that is the last time I used them I had the opacity turned all the way down. So if your opacity is turned down on the tool, like the eraser, it's not going to erase at all. Now it'll work, right? So I can erase there. Now this kind of hints at something else that you can do, like you can turn this opacity down to a fraction and it will only erase some of the information. So like if I wanted to, you can still kind of see that tree, and if I put another, let's fill it with white, let's create a layer and fill it with white and drop it down behind, you can see that there's still a 25% opacity on that tree and its leaves. So you can partially erase and you can partially, I'm going to turn this back up to 100, but if I go over here to the paintbrush, I can do the same thing with the paintbrush. If I turn it up to, let's say, 30%, and then I want to draw on that layer with it, not on the background layer, on the raccoon layer. See, I can paint with semi-transparent brushes. So that might be a reason why you're not getting a response. Maybe you're using a tool that has the ability to have opacity set to a certain level, and if that's the case, you're going to get you're not going to get a full opaque color. You're going to get a partially transparent color. Or if you're erasing, you might only erase the color you're trying to erase might end up being translucent instead of transparent. So that is another potential fix that you could try if you're having certain issues with your brush or your eraser tool. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.